Okay, team. So now that we finished that on our agenda, let's go ahead and take a look at our first activity, our bell high, our do first. Dangerous ice. You got to solve the mystery scenario with your colleagues in the breakout room. Let's go ahead, like we always do, to our bell high activity. I'm going to put the link in the chat for you so you can have access to the bell high. Get quickly to it. And let's read about A Winter's Tale. Can I get a ball? Oh, actually, you know what? Because we're short on time, I'm going to go ahead and read today. Julia and Julius Sneezer were excited their old friends, the Coffers, were coming for brunch. But an unusually cold night had left large patches of ice on their porch, making entry to their house hazardous. Drawing A shows the Sneezers discussing what to do about the icy patches. Chopping the ice would damage the porch. Salting would damage the plants. And sanding would bring dirt into the house. Suddenly, their son Stevie had a bright idea. Drawing B shows the Sneezers 20 minutes later congratulating Stevie on finding a solution. What had Stevie done? Okay, so like what we always do, team, remember, 2 pictures, something's changed. Use the story to help you figure out how did Stevie get rid of the ice. Now, before we do that, go to our collaboration rubric and evaluate ourselves. Quick reminder, emerging. If you're emerging, you share but don't listen, or you listen but you don't share. If you're developing, you listen and share. If you're proficient, you listen, share, and show interest in other people's ideas. If you're advanced, you listen, share, show interest in other people's ideas, and also give them feedback and kind of get everyone's ideas into one idea. A lot of y'all are getting pretty good at this. Remember, this is an 8th grade rubric. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and open up a poll. Open up a poll right now. Recall what you did last time. Recall what you did last time. Okay, let me go ahead and end the poll. And I'm going to share it. Okay, this is absolutely phenomenal. I had most people in the developing proficient and the proficient advanced area. Okay. What I would like to see those developing people do, I'd like you to try to get up to proficient where you're actually engaging people with their ideas, showing interest in their ideas. Proficient advanced people, try at the end of this breakout room today, try to get to the point where you can give one fluid idea that brings everyone's together, that brings everyone's ideas together. Okay. Awesome. We're going to reevaluate ourselves after we get out of the breakout rooms. Right now, I'm going to turn on screen sharing so that y'all can share your screen. And I remember I expect one person to share the image with the entire group. I would like for you to discuss. And there will be groups of about 4 to 5 students. So screen sharing's on, breakout rooms are being started, and you will have 3 minutes. Okay, and that is starting now. Okay, team. So let's go ahead and you have 2 minutes to type up your response. I'm going to go ahead and put that link into the chat one more time for everyone. So let me go ahead and do that. Make sure you type up your response and please use the sentence stem at the bottom. Stevie eliminated the ice by blank. I want to make sure you're using complete sentences. You can copy the sentence stem and paste it and then fill in the blank. How did he get rid of the ice? Go and do that right now. You have 1.5 minutes left. The link is in the chat. Let's go back to our collaboration rubric. At the top of the screen, remember, if you were proficient, you were trying to aim for advanced. If you're developing, you're trying to aim for proficient. I want to see what y'all think you did today. We're going to reflect on what we did today. Did you do better today? Or did you do worse today? Did you actually not share anything today? Go ahead, and I'm going to put the poll up right now. Okay, let me change it. And this is our reflecting poll. Let me see full participation. If you weren't in class, you would be at emerging. If you weren't able to share with anyone today, you'd be at emerging. That's okay. Go ahead and evaluate yourselves. It looks like more people ended up in proficient. More people ended up in proficient. They moved from developing proficient to proficient. Very good. Awesome work, team. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick screenshot of this. Okay. And let's go ahead and move on with our lesson for today.
Howdy team, Ryan Edwards here, and I just wanted to give y'all some grows that I saw in this presentation that I did. I think there's some areas of growth that I need to focus on, and this is something that we do every day that I have my classes, my A and BD classes. We go through a problem-solving activity to help focus on new tech collaboration, because I have 6th graders and they don't know how to collaborate very well, and they need to learn by the time they get into 8th grade. So we do this every day. But it's because it's every day, bookend lessons can be pretty hefty, right? It takes time for the students to evaluate themselves, then to reflect on that evaluation, and also to think about how they can grow from one place to the next. So you're really supposed to have a period in between there where you're actually thinking about how are you going to improve your skill? What action steps are you going to use? I did not actually have them brainstorm their action steps. We've been doing this for 4 months, 5 months, and I usually now just give them advice for how to get to the next level. So the action step I gave them was think about creating a cohesive idea at the end, or show interest in other people's ideas by giving them feedback. So I'm giving them ways that they can actually go to the next level. However, in an ideal world, you're going to want the students to come up with those reasons themselves, because it needs to be personal to the student. So that's an area of growth that I think I still need to figure out a better way of doing that. Maybe there could be some sort of like checklist that they could just check off, and they find the one, maybe another poll, and it's like, what do you think you need to do in order to get to the next level? And there could be like 10 different options, and they check on the one that they think that is the closest to what they want to do. Another thing is I only focused on the proficient moving up, right? I didn't actually go in and put the data side by side, which I should have done. I should have put the data side by side so the kids could see, okay, we had someone who moved up from proficient and into developing, or sorry, we had someone that moved from developing into proficient, and it looks like we had someone that moved from developing down a level. And we could have reflected on, like, why did that happen? What was the reason behind that? Again, I have a 45-minute class. I'm trying to get at least 4 activities in a day: bell high, mini lesson, checkup, and then our notebook activity. So it's just like a lot going on. But that is some ways that I hope in the future to improve my bookend lessons. Okay, peace.